In a small town in the United States, an 8-year-old girl was walking on her way home after school. She was heavy-hearted, her eyes brimming with tears, and she was filled with grievances. She rushed back home in a hurry. She threw herself into her mother's arms and sobbed uncontrollably. The mother, shocked beyond words, held back her surprise and asked for the reason. The little girl, teary-eyed, looked up and said hoarsely and tremblingly, "Mom, I don't want to go to school anymore. They are all bad guys, and I will never play with them again. One classmate said that for someone as short as me, he could crush me with just 2 fingers. The mother listened to her daughter's complaint, her heart aching like being cut by a knife. She gently wiped the tears off her daughter's cheeks and pondered how to comfort her. After a while, the mother brought 2 apples, one big and one small, and handed them to her daughter, saying, "Dear, come and taste them. Which apple tastes better?" The daughter took a bite of the big apple and softly said, "Sweet." Then she took a bite of the small apple and said in surprise, "It seems even sweeter." The little girl looked up, her eyes shining with curiosity. The mother smiled and nodded, saying, "My child, look. The same apple tree can produce different fruits. Although the big apple looks more attractive, only by tasting it carefully will you realize that the small apple is actually more delicious. Its growth cycle is longer, and it accumulates more nutrients because God loves the small apple more." After hearing her mother's words, the girl's self-abasement seemed to gradually melt away. She suddenly understood that even though she was petite, she would still be favored by heaven and become a unique version of herself. Because of her mother's encouragement and guidance, the little girl no longer felt inferior due to her congenital developmental deficiency and regained her confidence. Many years later, the little girl finally became a famous writer. Her first work, Gone with the Wind, broke all publishing records in the United States upon its release, with sales reaching over 10 million copies, and won the Pulitzer Prize. The film adaptation of her novel, Gone with the Wind, became a global sensation and an eternal classic masterpiece. She was none other than Margaret Mitchell, a little girl born with stunted growth. When people curiously asked Mitchell about the secret of her success, she would always smile and say, "Although I am short, I am not self-abased. As long as there is love in our hearts, our lives will shine with a different light, because God loves the small apples more." If you wish to use English